And now we are back. We want to remind you, especially in Providence, that Creole Zone is the only testimony you have of your footprints in the sign of existence. And you can tune in Creole Zone on every day at 8:30 p.m. and at 5 p.m. On Sunday, one emission will be given at 8:30 and none on Saturday. Today we are privileged to have in studio one Providence man. We got Providence man in studio today, and he is here to share his knowledge with us to help us to complement important things of our Creole culture. Now we want to present our special guest for the first program of Providence. My brother.
Hello.
Yeah, I know I tell him your name because everybody know you're not you. Okay,
Yeah,
so you are Mr. Robert Britton.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and you are from Providence Island.
Right from this little rock.
How you feel?
Well, give thanks and praise.
Yeah,
Good.
you feel kind
Pleasure to be here.
Tremble?
Yeah, man, it got me nervous.
No, I be nervous because of the home, you know.
Thank you very much. Greetings
You
to
know,
everybody.
today we are going to talk about something. We are going to talk about Robert Britton. We are going to talk about your work, your music, you know. But before we continue this chat, let's see the investigation that was prepared by Creole Zone staff. So let's see what's for today.
Providence Island, a small paradise in the Caribbean full with lot of talents that many people even know about. The different musical groups had formed in the island, and it's several of them that we can mention. We meet up on a young fellow from Providence, a true born islanders that grow up around music and have it like part of his life. Robert Britton believed that the best thing he can do in his life is conserve our culture and tradition and give the youth an opportunity to come to know it and practice it. Our roots begin from music and dancing, so that is the great objective of Robert, to influence in the young people that is coming up to conserve, know, and maintain our culture.
And now we're back with our brother Robert Britton. We want to insist on you welcome and thank you for coming.
Thank you very
My
much.
brother, you tell me say you there a yard.
Yeah, man, me the home, man.
You there a yard.
Me rock.
You there a rock.
Yeah,
Okay?
man. Yeah, man. This time we play some band.
Yeah.
You know, right here in Providence Mountain at my grandfather's house. You know, we even have a song that got this way. Pleasure for me to be here in Creole Zone, and greetings to all the community of St. Lawrence, my community, Providence and Catalina. We're watching it right here on the background. You know, it's a pleasure to be here and to tell you a little bit what we are doing.
And I can ask you something.
Yes.
You want me to be acting in a Creole or English?
Well, you know, we speak the two.
Alright, that who you?
Me? But me is a boy who born right around in the south, belongs to the family Britton, you know. And you know, Angela Britton and my mother. And me the native born islanders, original from this rock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and what you doing in life to make it?
But me make music, you know. And music and me thing, you know. And well, music is what I am doing since the last 10, 12 years. Yeah.
So you know a musician?
Yeah, man.
You produce music?
Yes, I produce music. I write my own songs. I produce my own rhythms. And I compose and master it my own music.
So you got your own company?
I do. I have my own company.
And what are your label?
Well, my name RB Production Record. Multimedia and music. Multimedia because everything, media is the way to get to native people, to get community. So we deal with that, you know. And the youth, they must sit in front of the computer, so they have to get the information either or either.
And why RB?
RB mean Robert Britton Production.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, well, you know, that is the name that I use from here before I even went to Germany. And the same one I'm using during the last 20 years.
So what are you used to run there? You work on radio, television, and things like so?
Yeah, man. I used to work before. No, remember, I used to work with the different radio stations, Voice of the Island and radio. All the radio that you are listening to. Them know me, Robert Britton. We do news, we do magazine, we do radio, we do television. We produce culture and health information with the health department in San Andreas, along with our next colleague. We do a lot of television program with the Ravision that time.
Then tell me, say you ain't got some time out of the island. Then where you went there?
Well, I did Germany, you know, in a cold land.
Where you went there over there, my brother?
Well, when time I get there, I was having the aspiration to do music, and well, not exactly music, was like to get to develop a little bit more and know about technology, because I like technology. I like to know the latest things that are happening in to producing and to doing things. Production, why RB production, Robert Britton production? Because man have to be producing, you see. You have to be doing something, and like the only way to do it is like going there, getting involved with the media, learning a bit, study a lot. You have to study a lot if you get to update along with the German system.
Okay, you tell me that you produce music.
Yeah, man.
Are you a musician? What instrument?
Well, I play, starting from home instrument, I play has jawbone. I play tub, I play guitar, you know, the mandolina a bit. But in a German instrument, okay, electric instrument, you could say I play drums, you know, I play keyboard, in electric guitar or bass. You know, I compose my music. I sit down in the studio. I have a studio that I bring from Germany and what I was using there before. And we play our rhythm, produce our own guitar, our own bass, take out my arrangement from our own song, make a rhythm, and then I write the song, put the voice in, master it, press it on the CD, manufacture it, do it myself. We have to do it so because the music industry is changed in the world today. You know, the big company not going to look for you as a beginner to start to contract you. They have to see something that you already done.
Okay, and tell me something. Do you understand music as a means of communication?
It's the heart of it. Music.
Why?
Why? Because, you know, look on the youth today. For example, what happened in San Andres, and tell me San Andres if it's not so. The youth is listening to reggaeton, and reggaeton is causing a lot of confusion, emotionally, family confusion, sexual confusion, and violentical confusion in the youth today. So look how the influence of communication can do to people.
Okay, you say about the reggaeton. What about the vallenato?
That is what the music brings. My last huma, la huma de ayer, you know, ya se me pasó, esta es otra huma que traigo hoy. That means, you know, in the Caribbean, Colombian language mean drunk. So alcohol is something that is vinculated with the music. So I think that is also influenced people in the alcohol side and in the depressive side.
So what you want to tell me is that if we picking them?
The people just following this type of culture. You see, is the culture is that I live with my neighbor husband and my husband live with the other neighbor. This culture is taking over the island for a long time.
When you just say me, brother, you sure that in the here?
Yes, is that the hearing?
What do you plan to do with your work to hire that now?
Well, what we can say is this. You see, we have a lot of artists in the island of San Andres and Providence. Like, we have young people that have wicked voice. You could say, when I say wicked voice, means that is a Caribbean expression. This girl sing wicked, that means she sing fantastic. And we don't have it, we don't support in it. We are not giving the chance to the people to do their music. What I want to influence in this is to tell people, listen, sing English, learn to speak English and talk English to your children in home. Because music is an industry. It's the same like if you are having a farm, just the way like if you are having a supermarket or a almacen, or how you call it, a boutique, anything. Music is also an industry.
So
like
your music production as an industry tend to take out a message to the island and the world?
I wanted something to the artists before too. We cannot produce other people's music. I can't, on my label, I cannot release song from Bob Marley, I cannot release song from Lucky Dube, I cannot release song from no artist that the music is already on the market. Because the music have a copyright and it belongs to somebody.
So you don't make no money of it?
I don't make no money, it's losing time, excuse me. It's losing time playing somebody else's music. So what our artists have to do around here is sit down and write your own song, create your own text, because that will be selling, and that is what the big label I'm waiting for, to bring something new that nobody else have. Because why? Because you cannot go sell somebody music. You know, it's this way. It's like 100% of the product. When you sing somebody else's song and record it, you earning just the 93%. You're losing the 93%. In just 7% of the gain of the selling.
So
of the
you
product.
want to tell me so that your industry and your work in the island is to create an industry that people can gain from music?
We're working for more than 7 years officially in Germany as a label to manufacture and to distribute music in the market. That means that we're working with sound system, we're working with the radio station and distributors on the internet. I built a website for San Andres artists, you know, with www.reproduction.com. Thank you for the variable. I produce information from San Andres artists, put artists on the web that people can get information about, like roots and culture and magical beat in those times. But when I came, everything just like stop it. And that is what we want. We want to produce the music, to take it outside here, put it on the market, and the artists to get said, listen, I cannot do nothing with no artist and music without the artist. In Europe, it's not like here. You cannot sell somebody music without having the person who sing the song.